You see, that's your quiet roommate, the one that never talks. Sometimes those are the ones running the biggest show behind closed doors. In my second year in school, I decided hostel life wasn't for me. I mentioned it to my roommates, and everyone except one, Nkoyo, said it was a bad idea. Nkoyo didn't say anything. She was always the quiet one in the room. So I let the matter rest. 3 days later, Nkoyo met me when I was alone and said she has been thinking the same thing. She wanted to move out too, but her finances wouldn't let her get an apartment. Then she suggested that we could contribute money together and share a self-contained apartment. I agreed, even though I wasn't so comfortable with the idea of living with Nkoyo. Sometimes she acted weird, but at that point, I just wanted out of the hostel. So we started saving. Shebi I would have kept my own money in my account, but Nkoyo convinced me that we should lock the money in her piggy vest. That way, no one would be tempted to touch it. I agreed. After all, Nkoyo looked and sounded like a responsible person, Abi. 2 semesters passed, and it was finally time to start house hunting before the next session. Once again, Nkoyo took charge. She told me she'd already spoken to 3 house agents. By then, our total savings had reached 320,000 naira. When school resumed, house, I no see. Nkoyo, I no see. Ah, who do me like this? I quickly arranged for a hostel space again and decided to find time to track Nkoyo down in her department. I discussed with a few friends who already knew about the savings and my plans to move out. One of them advised me not to create a scene. We should first find out where Nkoyo was staying, since she wasn't in the hostel anymore. Brethren and sistren, Nkoyo don't carry my money go rent house, and she dey live with man. First of all, what is Nkoyo doing with a man? Our quiet, reserved Nkoyo. The same Nkoyo people used to want not to end up like us, her roommates. We were seen as the loud girls because apparently them no dey see woman clothes for our body. Na so trouser and shorts we dey wear. Anyway, we located her place. We knocked. Nkoyo came out and almost fainted when she saw us. She tried to close the door, but we pushed it open and invited ourselves in. I didn't say much. I simply called down my account details and told her to transfer 200,000 into my account, or the whole neighborhood would hear us. She tried to argue that what I contributed was not up to that. One of my friends asked her, "You still dey talk?" Just then, her bobo came out, saw us and ran back inside. Imagine who Goyo Bobo was. The so-called campus street guy. E no concern me o, na my money I come find. Nkoyo begged for time. But as she was talking, Esther, my friend, had already started unscrewing her flat screen TV, casually saying, "This one fit fetch us 50k like this o." Ify had entered the kitchen and was dragging Nkoyo's fridge. That was when Nkoyo panicked and asked me to call out my account number again. Oh, see, so within minutes, I got an alert of 200,000 naira. She begged us not to tell anyone. Waiting concern me. We stepped outside quietly. Ify was holding a bowl of stew she removed from Koyo's kitchen, and Esther was carrying a bowl of soup and 2 bottles of wine. Nkoyo was hardly seen around school after that. Word later got out that she had sold the same idea of sharing an apartment to 4 other ladies, and they all saved their money in her account too. Those ones were now looking for her. It turns out, to keep the so-called campus rich guy glued to her, she had to show she was a wife material by providing accommodation befitting his big boy status. And in return, he promised she would never be manless. Only God knows how long she planned to keep up that kind of lifestyle. All just to secure a man. It no concern me, shao. As for me, I was just happy I got my money back. I decided I wasn't going to be a big girl again. Let me remain in the hostel in peace. As for Nkoyo and her lover boy, dude eventually left her for a richer babe who could fund his so-called expensive lifestyle. The lesson in this: sometimes the quiet ones are the loudest in secret.